You don't always need an eternity to conquer my heart. Sometimes 20 seconds are enough. And that's what happened yesterday. That interaction between Luciano Spalletti, new head coach of Juventus, and Mattia Perin. Do you remember what I told you? I will not blame Luciano Spalletti for this season, at least until the end of the season. The first one that I will judge, that I will observe, that I will criticize are the players. And yesterday, Luciano Spalletti, while answering the question of Mattia Perin, how are you? It will all depend on you. Well, yesterday he entered here. We'll speak about that in today's video and much more. Ciao Juventini of the world. My name is Giuseppe. Welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. When this video will be uploaded, that will be, of course, the moment when Luciano Spalletti will be presented in press conference. It will be a mix between presentation and preparing the game of Cremonese, because tomorrow we play. So if you are ready, please put a maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we start. Yesterday, during the live with Turin Giants, we observed, we analyzed that entire moment, so I don't want to repeat myself. If you didn't watch it, please go back on the live of yesterday. But yes, ragazzi, dipenderà tutto da voi. It will all depend on you. I loved the words, the behavior of Luciano Spalletti yesterday in La Continassa, because he's totally right. He's absolutely right in entering the Continassa, discovering with a face that is saying, attenzione, it's over with jokes, it's over with the locker room that is not unite, it's over. We have no time anymore to discuss. We have no time anymore to share opinions. What should we do? I am in charge. I have a really short-term contract, so I have no time at all. We are here to make it work. You like it, you don't like it. You want, you don't want. And if you're able, especially with behaviors, in terms of personality, we're speaking about men, you can jump on that ship and we can do beautiful things together. Otherwise, you don't even jump on that ship. And that's the same discussion, the same words that John Elkann said after that victory against Udinese when he went into that locker room, entering the locker room and telling them it's over. Now it's Igor Tudor that paid the price. I opened my wallet to stop him, but he's not the one to blame. He's not the only one to blame, because from now on, you are under my personal observation. I have absolutely no problem to open again my wallet with my personal money to make sure that you are not there next season anymore in this Juventus football club, because we need to go there, back on the top. Ragazzi, I have a beautiful news, because on the 5th of November, I will have the honor, the opportunity to host a fantastic new event, because it's the first one. It's called Juventus Live Shopping. You can already register totally for free on the Juventus site. So you scroll down where you will find the live shopping, so Juventus Live Shopping. It's an exclusive experience. It's really, really beautiful. A night dedicating to the true fans. That's written on the site. On November the 5th, starting at 7 p.m. Italian time until more or less 8:30, we will enjoy the first official Juventus Live Shopping event, sponsored by Adidas, powered by Fanatics, super fantastic. During the live event, you will find exclusive content, surprises, gifts, and special offers available only for the ones that are joining the stream. So you go there, you click on it, you will be redirected, you fill in your name, your surname, and your mail address, because it will be beautiful. I will be live. You will be able to follow me, to see me, and discover new beautiful things. Now that we said that, go back to yesterday, where Modesto and Giorgio Chiellini were the ones that were guiding through Luciano Spalletti in La Continassa, in the backstage, in the training session, training center. Really, really beautiful images where Luciano Spalletti was already observing. Of course, inside of him, he said, I'm 66, I am finally in the biggest club of Italy. What I'm finding here is fantastic. We already discovered it with Thiago Motta, with Tudor, with so many other coaches. The first impact, the first idea, the first time that they discover it, how big it is, how much better it is than in all the other clubs. But that's not enough, of course, because having the infrastructure is beautiful, but it's the men that can or will do the difference. We see Modesto, we see Giorgio Chiellini, who is missing, the sporting director. And after yesterday, that mutual agreement between Ottolini and Genoa to stop the contract, well, Ottolini is really there on top of that list to become the new sporting director of Juve. Apparently, in the next few hours, there will be a meeting between Comoli and Ottolini. So we will come back on that one because it's an important one. Marco Ottolini, that would have stopped anyways contract at the end of this season. Maybe we can even anticipate. He met a few players, and look at the face of Luciano Spalletti, extremely serious. No smiles, absolutely no smiles, not a lot of smiles in these 3 minutes and 20 seconds of the video of Juventus on YouTube yesterday when he was meeting the players. Not with Perin, not with Cabal, not with the players that were there yesterday. For some people that said, Beppe, but why Locatelli was not there? Why this player? Because we know it yesterday, especially in the morning, there was defaticante for the players that didn't play the game before. Players that were injured, for example, or Mattia Perin, that didn't step foot on the pitch. And that's why probably they met in the afternoon, but that's images that we didn't see at the moment until he went to Damien Comoli for the official signature, for the official pictures, the presentation pictures yesterday. When did he smile? Because yes, he smiled. It was at a certain moment when he's walking in that corridor and he's watching Juventus training center head coach, because he knows that from now on he is the head coach of the most prestigious bench in Italy. Now, he will not be alone. Yesterday we also saw already his assistant that was there next to him, Domenichini, historical assistant, with him Martuccello. And that's the beautiful news, because if we are speaking about knowing what it is to win with Juve, well, Martuccello was the vice coach of Maurizio Sarri, the last one that was bringing a Scudetto to Juve. He will not be the assistant, but will be part of the technical staff together with Russo and Sinatti. Will be there as a physical preparator. So I'm extremely happy for the staff of Luciano Spalletti, because these are men that he's absolutely familiar with, because it's historical staff, because he worked with them since years and years and years. Now, La Ripartenza is the title chosen by Corriere dello Sport. Restarting. I know we spoke a lot of time about year zero, a new project. Guys, this is not a choice. And Juventus would have loved to continue with Thiago Motta and Giuntoli. It didn't happen. Juventus at a certain moment would have loved that Igor Tudor was doing beautiful things. It's not that we start again a year zero. We are there. We already started. Well, we start again. Not from zero, but we start again, and Juventus is obliged to do it. We already did it against Udinese, but now we have a game already tomorrow. And we will wear the away shirt playing against the Cremonese that is in total form. The surprise of this beginning of the season, there is always that, like that, a small team, a team that was promoted the year before that is doing miracles, and it is Cremonese, the Cremonese of ex-Juventus goalkeeper Audero, that I had the opportunity to watch a few times. I don't know why, but I already I watched him playing a few times against Juve when he was at Sampdoria, for example. It's a goalkeeper that I always loved. He could have come back. I would have been extremely happy, but then he said, look, I was that close to come back. Perin didn't leave, so I chose Cremonese. Cremonese is willing to surprise also against Juve, like they already did against other teams. It's not because of the words of Tudor. Tudor at the press conference said, if we would have played against Cremonese instead of Milan, we would have been first. Of course, this is not the only motivation. The results that they are doing are enough to motivate them, but I can tell you the fact that Tudor spoke these words were not really appreciated in Cremonese. That will be an extra stimulus on top of it to try to beat Juventus tomorrow. Juventus without Thuram or with Thuram is the big question that we will know today. Will he be called up by Spalletti or not? Yesterday he trained isolated. If he is called up, not a lot of chances to see him starting. And then of course the question of a lot of Juventini, how will we play? 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1? What will be the new way of playing of Spalletti? Well, according to the inside rumors, with 1 day of training session, and it's only today before traveling, because yesterday he didn't train, before traveling to Cremona, Spalletti wants to continue with the 3-4-2-1 that we watched against Udinese. Gazzetta is giving us name there that I am not sure. I don't know how they already know it. because Spalletti didn't train, with Di Gregorio into the goal, Kalulu, Gatti, Kelly, and then McKennie as a right wing back, Locatelli, Koopman, Scambiaso, and then Vlahovic behind them, Conceição and Yildiz. Also yesterday during that Turin Giants for GJustjuve Live, I already told you a name that Spalletti was really betting on for the remaining months of this season 25-26. A name that I didn't mention, but I can guarantee you it's true, is Lloyd Kelly. Lloyd Kelly that he already wanted and was observing when he was at Napoli back then. Will he remain with that 3-4-2-1? I don't think so, because the idea would be to go towards a 4-3-3 or potentially a 4-2-3-1, but it's quite early to start speaking about that, also because we know that at Roma he played in a certain way, at Inter he played in another way, Napoli another way, with Italy another way. When he started his career at Udinese he played a different way. So Luciano l'inventore, the one that is inventing things. This is actually how he has been called by Gazzetta dello Sport that also said, attenzione, not only the inventore, the one that is inventing, but the one that is creating solutions. When you have no solution, well, Luciano Spalletti is the one that is creating solutions. One thing that is sure, no, he will not have the same destiny as Icardi, Totti, or Insigne. Yildiz is there, and we will make sure that Yildiz is on top of his performance, that he will continue to grow together with us. We saw it against Udinese. From the moment in second half where Yildiz decided to enter the game, it was over for Udinese. If you enjoyed that video, don't forget to put a maximum of like, continue to subscribe. It's a short video because I will make a second video after the presentation and the words of Luciano Spalletti. If you did, please maximum of like, continue to subscribe. Grazie, forza, Juve.